Welcome everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So I have displayed one picture on the screen. So any guesses what will be our today's topic? Alright. So our today's topic is electric energy generation using solar energy. Okay. So we have seen different types of power plant and electricity generation power plant based on nuclear energy, thermal energy and natural gas power plant. Okay, so in today's we shall study about the energy generation using solar energy. Yes, by using sun energy. Okay, so this is for class 10th from lesson towards green energy, and this is last part, that is part 6. And for all the videos related to this topic, just go through the description box. You will get all the links of all the videos. So let's start today's topic. Okay, so electric energy generation using solar energy. So student, using the energy in the sunlight, electric energy can be generated in two ways. So first is solar photovoltaic cell. So in all the methods we have in our previous video, we have seen the electricity generation. The electric generator is driven by using some source of energy, and electricity is generated by making use of the principle of electromagnetic induction. And however, electrical energy can be generated directly from solar radiation without using generator and without using the principle of electromagnetic induction, and this happens in solar photovoltaic cells. Solar photovoltaic cells convert the solar energy directly into electrical energy. So we will study this first part in this video only. Okay, and next method is the energy in solar radiation is converted into thermal energy first, and then a turbine generator system is driven using that thermal energy to generate electricity. Okay, so we will study both the method in this video only. Okay, so first method is solar photovoltaic cell. That means by using the solar radiation directly, electrical energy is generated directly without turbine system. Okay, all right, so first method is by using solar photovoltaic cell. So you can observe the image of a solar photovoltaic cell, and the solar photovoltaic cell converts the solar radiation energy directly into electrical energy without turbine generator system. Okay, and this is called as a solar photovoltaic effect, and the electrical energy generated through this energy transformation process is DC in nature. Now what does mean by DC? So DC or direct current is a flow of electricity or charges or electron in a single direction from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. Okay, and these solar cells are made up of a special type of a material called semiconductor. Now what is semiconductor? So semiconductor are the material which have a conductivity between conductors and insulator or non-conductors. Okay, and here in this photovoltaic cell, semiconductor used as silicon is used as a semiconductor. Okay, and a silicon solar cell of dimension 1 centimeter square generates current of about 30 milliampere and potential difference, that is V, of about 0.5 volt. And thus a silicon solar cell of dimension 100 centimeter square will generate about 3 ampere current, and 3 ampere is nothing but 3000 milliampere. Okay, and current of about 3 ampere current and 0.5 volt potential difference. Okay, so potential difference, and remember that the potential difference available from a solar cell is independent of its area. So in first and second condition, in first sentence the dimension of silicon is 1 centimeter square, and second sentence the dimension of silicon is 100 centimeter square. Okay, here so we can say here the current increases at the dimension increases, but potential difference is same, that is 0.5 volt. Okay, and here energy in sunlight is converted into DC electric power or direct current electric power. Okay, and this is called as a photovoltaic effect. And here you can observe a picture in which you can see the solar cells in series. Here we can say the cell 1 and cell 2, these connected are one after the other, that means in series. So if two solar cells are connected in, this is a negative terminal and this is a positive terminal. Okay, so if two solar cells are connected in series as shown in the diagram, the potential difference or V. Okay, so the potential difference obtained from this combination is addition of the potential differences of the individual solar cells. So potential difference of cell 1 is V1 and potential difference of cell 2 is V2. Okay, so this is V total will be equal to V1 plus V2. And next third sentence is the current generated from this combination is equal to the current from an individual cell. So this is current I is equals to I1 is equals to I2. That means this will be individual. Okay, but here potential difference will be the combination of two cells. So this is the condition when the solar cells connected in series. Now next case in is solar cells connected in parallel. Okay, that means one above the other. So this is a cell 1 with a current I1 and this is a cell 2 with a current I2. So if two solar cells are connected in parallel, the current generated from this combination is a summation of the current from an individual solar cells, that is I is equals to, that is current I is equals to I1 plus I2, combination of the both the cells. And however, the potential difference, that is V, obtained from this combination is the same as the potential difference obtained from individual cells. So cell 1 potential difference is V1 and cell 2 potential difference is V2. So here V is equals to V1 is equals to V2. So when when the two cells are connected in series, the potential difference will be the summation and current will be individual. But when they are connected in parallel, so potential difference will be equals to the individual cell and the current will be equal to the sum of two cells. Okay, current of sum of two cells. So thus if two solar cells are connected in parallel, the potential difference from the two cells are not added but the current will added. And in this way, by here you can observe the picture, by connecting many solar cells in series and parallel, solar panels generating required current and potential difference are made. You can observe here both the many solar cells are connected in series as well as parallel. So this is a solar panel made from 36 solar cells connecting in parallel as well as series. So if 36 solar cells each of size 100 centimeter square, that means so size of each solar cell is 100 centimeter square, are connected in series in a solar panel, it will give potential difference of about 18 volts and current of 3 ampere. Alright, and many such panels are connected together to generate electricity on a larger scale. A good solar cell can have an efficiency of around 15%, and it means that if a solar panels receive power of 100 watt from solar radiation, the electrical power output from the panel will be 15 watt. That is large. Okay, so here you can observe a picture of a solar cell to solar array. So this is a cell, and solar cell is the basic unit in solar electric power plant. Okay, and many solar cells come together to form a solar panel or module, that is cells in series, and many solar panels connected in series form a solar strings. Okay, modules in series, and many solar strings connected in parallel form a solar array. Okay, so this is how from a single cell how the arrangement is done in series and parallel, and solar array has been created. Okay, as we can obtain as much electric power as needed, they are used in application which need marginal power. For example, calculators that run on the solar energy to power station of megawatt capacity. That means depending upon the needs, the solar array are produced. Okay, so the power available from the solar cells is DC. DC means direct current, in which the current flow in one direction. So in application which need DC power, example electric lights based on the light emitting diodes, the energy can be directly used And however, since the energy from solar cell is available only in presence of a sunlight, the energy has to be stored in batteries for use at later time. Okay, so alongside you can observe the picture of a light emitting diode, or we can say LEDs. Okay, so these emits lights when current pass through a conductor. Conductor means metallic wire. So, however, most of the equipment in domestic as well as industrial use run on AC power. Now, here AC power, what does it mean? So, AC current means alternating current, okay, in which the flow of electron or charges that changes direction periodically, and it is used to deliver the power to houses and office building, okay, and different areas. And in such case, the DC solar power must be converted to AC power using an electronic device called as inverter. So using the inverter, direct current is converting into the alternate current. Okay, so here is a conversion of energy generated by cells to AC by using inverter. Okay, so solar cell, this is a basic unit, and then the battery is connected, then it is connected to the inverter, which changes DC current into AC current. Okay, so electric equipment working on AC power or alternating current. Now here schematic of solar photovoltaic station is given. Okay, so here you can observe the energy from light, it falls on the solar array or solar panels, and then here inverter and transformer system is there just to convert DC current into AC current, and then power grid, the energy or electricity is provided to needed areas. And we have seen that many solar panels can be connected together to generate whatever energy we need. So the DC power generated from these panels is first converted into AC power, and a transformer transform the voltage and current levels of the energy of the generated power, and then it is fed into the electricity distribution network. So in this way, electricity is generated without any fuel combustion, and so without any air pollution. So however, since the energy is generated using solar radiation, solar cells can generate electricity during daytime only. So our next topic is the solar or the next method of production energy using solar radiation is by using solar thermal power plant. So we have seen that thermal energy generated from coal and nuclear fuel can be used to generate electricity, and thermal energy can also be generated from solar radiation and can be used for electricity production. So here the different stages are given in the solar thermal power plant. So first is concentrators for collecting sunlight. Now what are the concentrators? These are the group of mirror just to focus the sunlight, okay, and here absorber for absorbing the concentrated sunlight. Now mirror reflects light to the absorber, okay, and then sunlight will absorb. Now next will be the steam turbine, then it is connected to the electrical generator, and then electricity generated. Okay, so here is a schematic of solar thermal power plant in which you can observe the solar energy system, then solar energy or solar panel, and then turbine generator system. Okay, so many reflectors reflect and concentrate solar radiation on absorbers. Okay, so these are the absorber and these are the reflectors. So reflector, what will do, it will reflect the sunlight to the absorber, okay, and then it is by using the sun energy or solar energy, the water is converted into the steam. You can observe here flow of a hot water, okay, so hot water will convert it into the steam, and that steam or thermal energy is used to drive the turbine and generator system. Okay, so this is the solar panels are connected, and then steam turbine generator system is there just to produce the electricity, and their solar energy is converted into heat energy, and using this heat energy, steam is generated to drive the turbine and generator, and then generator electricity will produces or generated. So student, I hope you all have understood this topic very well, and this is all about this lesson. We have completed this lesson. Thank you all of you.